Good morning, Spiritual Life Center. Welcome to the SLC Sunday Experience. You are in the right place at the right time, and your soul is welcome here. We're going to sing about that.
That's right. Good morning, everybody. So happy to be here today. I love you all. Let's all sing together. Here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. In the right place, I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be in my soul. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Your soul is welcome. Oh, yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. And I'm just where I'm meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul is welcome here. And I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm getting the message. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Put your hands up, come on. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome here, yeah, yeah. My soul is welcome here. Come on, Dom, yeah. My soul is welcome. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome, yeah. And Happy Mother's Day, y'all.
Well, indeed, our souls are welcome here. Good to see you again, Reverend Deborah.
Good morning, Reverend James.
Almost forgot your name there for a minute. Boy.
Well, at least if one of us remembers, I think we're okay.
Okay.
So we greet you this morning in the name of all that is good, all that is holy, and all that is sacred, and in the warm and loving energy of this community, Spiritual Life Center. Spiritual Life Center honors all people are worshiping in temples, mosques, churches, stone circles, and of course the beautiful temples of nature, because we know that there is no space that God does not grace. And if you're with us for the very first time this morning, either watching us online or here in person, we especially want to welcome you, because we know you are not here by accident. We know that every one of us is here by
Divine appointment.
And we're always so very grateful to be together, and that gratitude extends to silencing your electronic devices, and please refrain from flash photography during the service.
Well, let us take this moment to connect with this presence. It's always here with us and around us, and is our very life and being. It's a presence that we can depend on no matter what we're going through or growing through. It's not something that we can tangibly touch, but it's so very real. More real than the chairs you're sitting in, more real than the platform I'm standing on. It is the foundation of all life. And its most important quality is the quality of divine love itself. And this loving presence is always about supporting ours or another's spiritual growth and fulfillment and divine potential. And as we make this energy the activity of our awareness, not only do we radiate this divine love in our life and in this world, but we begin to bring forth all the other qualities of peace and wisdom and health and wholeness and vitality and vigor and the possibilities of the human spirit. So we let this presence be expressed as our life. And we come together to remind each other who and what we really are, our real identity, that we are the light is of every man and woman that cometh into the world. And so we make that light the focal point of our awareness. Today is a good day, for this is the day the great law of life has made, and we rejoice in it and reaffirm that for ourselves and for everyone else. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. Well, we have a very important purpose and mission that's reflected in our mission statement, and invite us to collectively say the words of our mission together. To transform lives, to make a positive difference in the world as we love, serve, and remember. And we seek to carry that out as we embody and fulfill these 5 universal principles in our life the very best way that we can. Again, let's speak them aloud together. That God is absolute good and everywhere present. People are inherently good. Thoughts create our experiences. Prayer and meditation are how we connect with God, and we must take action.
And of course, we have the action of Wow Wednesday. And I just want to say that last Wednesday, we had a small but mighty group here, and we had a great conversation about insights into the 5 principles that we just said. So if you're interested in seeing what other people thought about it, go and watch the video. It was pretty cool. This week is going to be even cooler because we have Reverend James going to be doing a meditation for us. Do you know what you're going to do?
Well, there's the title right there, but what that means, we'll find out. But one of the things I always say is that, one of the most important things, someone said that, he who can practice in action, all things are possible. Sometimes we move away from the being to the doing, and that's where all the power is. So we're going to go through a lot of being that night.
Okay. And then so the community meal is at 6, and the service starts at 7.
Well, the jewelry sale is upon us once again. We have Reverend Janae that's coordinating the jewelry sale. So you can go into the room right to outside the doors. This road straight ahead, and you can't miss it. And also, that it'll be this week as well as next Sunday. And the proceeds from the jewelry sale will help support the Youth of Unity activities. So go in there, get some nice jewelry for today, Mother's Day, or any other day of your life. They have a lot of stuff over there that's really nice.
Well, of course, everyone, all of you who donate your jewelry and then they refurbish it and sell it, and it's such a wonderful gift to the community. Thank you so much for doing that. So how many people have you experienced a Matt Venuti concert?
I hear.
Yeah, it's really an amazing experience. It's an inspiring live musical and visual journey through the heart of nature. He travels all over the country, and his musical offerings include rare and expressive acoustic and electronic instruments that have been merged into this performance. And he uses stunning nature footage that he's captured in his travels across the U.S. Plus, he includes some awe-inspiring film from space, courtesy of NASA and the Webb Telescope. And one of the special things about Matt Venuti is that his performances and compositions are done on rare and expressive acoustic and electronic instruments that he was among the first to share with the entire world. And so it's just quite an evening, and we invite you to come. It is February. I'm fine, really.
There's a concert going on somewhere in February, so you're not wrong.
June 14th at 7 p.m. You can buy the tickets online or at the Hub. And also, as with all of the fundraising events we have this year, if you would like to sponsor this event, go to the Hub and talk to Patty about sponsoring it, because these are fundraisers, and so we're always happy to have someone help support us in that.
Well, each month we have a member of our Board of Trustees to give a board update. And today we have Deborah Moskowitz, who's our secretary of our board, and she's finishing up her 6th year as a board member, so this will be her last time on the board. And She's going to give her the update for today.
Hello, my name is Deborah Moskovitz, and I'm the secretary of the board until the end of May, when my 6-year tenure will be over. During my term, I laughed and cried. It was a very full experience, especially during COVID. On to business. I want to invite you to SLC's annual meeting, which is on the afternoon of May 19th from 1 to 2:30. We will be voting on new board members at this meeting. So it's important that you all renew your memberships before that time. So go and renew. If you aren't a governing member, you will not be able to vote in this election. We're happy to announce that we have 3 qualified candidates. They are Linda Paoli, Janae Marth, and Sally Cyan, and their bios are on the SLC website. If you cannot attend the meeting next Sunday, you will be able to vote by proxy. Between now and Sunday, proxy votes will be available at the office and must be picked up and returned in person by noon on the 19th. There is not enough time to mail them, so in person at the desk. We hope that you will participate in this important process, and thank you.
Thank you, Deborah, and thank you so much for your service over the many years.
And of course, every week we remind you that there are many ways that many ways for transformation here at Spiritual Life Center. So we invite you to go out to the courtyard, peruse the bulletin board, talk to the ladies at the hub, talk about all the happenings, and of course, anything that you could possibly want to know about SLC is on our website.
And of course, folks come to the different events to make a connection with those who are on the path of growing, developing, unfolding. But we don't have to wait for a special event to make a connection. You can do so right here and right now. So I just invite you in a manner that feels comfortable for you to turn to a friend or a friend-to-be and say, you are marvelous and glad you are here.
And please stay standing for our group song, We Let It Be. Let's all sing together. Wash over us.
Please be seated. And at this time, we take a nice deep breath together, and we're going to speak out loud our vision statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exception, weaving ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom. We cultivate a spiritual deepening with the divine, each other, and our planet. We're going to learn a new chant today, Holy Mother, written by Kathy Zavada. Beautiful chant.
Holy Mother, Holy Mother, my heart longs to be free. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, dissolve me into thee. Let me hear you guys sing. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, my heart longs to be free. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, dissolve me into thee. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, please purify my mind. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, let me feel your love divine. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, please purify my mind. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, let me feel your love divine. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, hold my hand within your hand. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, let me feel all that I am. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, hold my hand within your hand. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, let me feel all that I am. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, my heart longs to be free. Holy Mother, Holy Mother, dissolve me into thee. Dissolve me into
As we settle into this time of quiet, just breathe naturally and simply be aware of how you relax with each breath. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Relax your shoulders. Relax your eyelids. Melt into your seat. And allow your vision to become soft and cloudy as you close your eyes. And now, allow your consciousness to drift up into a light daydream and come with me into the arms of the Divine Mother. You find yourself standing on a well-worn path, and a very friendly puppy bounces up to you. And she jumps and twirls around a sign that says, "Welcome to the Spiral of Divine Love." And then she bounces over to you, exuding love and joy. She makes you laugh, and your heart opens to receive this love. And the puppy runs along the path, stopping and looking back as if to say, "Follow me." The path is beautiful. It is lined with flowers. There's birds, butterflies. Peace abounds. And coming into the first curve of the spiral, a small child runs to greet you. And the child's eyes radiate pure love as it reaches to show you a special toy. As you bend down to look at the toy, the child wraps their arms around your neck and hugs you. Joy and love tingle throughout your entire body. Receiving this love, your heart opens just a little more. Following the puppy and child along the path, you laugh with glee as they bounce and run in the pure joy of simply being. And now, as you enter the next curve, a couple dances into the path. They look lovingly into each other's eyes as they twirl and spin, exuding love and peace and joy. And as they spin around you, sparks fly that resolve into strands of light spiraling around you. Receiving this deep love, your heart opens even wider. By now, you are so filled with love that you feel you cannot hold anymore. And yet your companions move ahead of you. Their lights of love and joy pull you along. An ethereal being clad in white stands in the middle of the path, watching you with pure love, arms spread wide. You walk right into those arms, and they wrap around you in the purest loving embrace that you have ever felt. You feel safe and warm, nurtured, supported. Love and joy permeate your body, your bones, your cells, your very soul. Your heart opens even wider as you are immersed in pure love. And now the light being takes you by the hand and leads you around the last curve to the center of the spiral. Here burns the light of the Divine Mother. It is holy, pure love. You are immersed in this light, blending, dancing in love and joy, just for being in the silence. Through the Divine Mother, your eyes see only love. You feel only love. Love is your connection with everything. Love keeps you together. Love keeps us all together. Take a breath or two and begin to return to your physical body as you take in this blessing. Oh, my beloved, love pours into you from the Mother Divine. As you walk through the seasons of your life, you will encounter many moods and emotions, but no matter the season, you can always walk into the arms of your Divine Mother, where infinite love is bouncing, dancing, embracing you, where you are nurtured, supported, loved. Remember this, always.
These are things you always stood for. Help us find them too. Hey there, Maria, Santa Maria, Maria. May I take a liberty and say that it's a shame to me not to live in harmony. We're all just hoping someone will step forward singing. Amen. Amen. Come on, let's join in and sing Amen. Maria, where have you been hiding? Don't you know we need you? Things are looking pretty bad down here. I know you hear the fighting, see the torch we're lighting on our quest for peace and freedom. How I see this through. Hey there, Maria, Santa Maria, Maria. May I take a liberty and say that it's a shame to me not to live in harmony. We're all just hoping someone will step forward singing. Amen. Amen. Come
Thank you, Loree, and she just demonstrated just her range and depth of musicality is incredible. Thank you. Thank you so much. So in that spirit, I wish you a happy Mother's Day today to all the mothers, as well as the fathers who have also played that role. Sometimes mothers play the role of father and mother, and fathers play the role of mother and father, and blessings to all of them, and blessing to all of those who were born of a mother. So I think that covers everybody. There's an ancient statement that says that when one is deluded and full of fear and doubt, 1,000 books of scripture will not be enough. But when one realizes their oneness with the presence of God, the one book or scripture will be too many. I was thinking about today's topic of the divine mother and defining that divine presence. I think at the highest level, Mother's Day is really about realizing and living from our oneness with the divine aspect of this presence that we call God. And when we do that, our spirit is lifted. We are lifted to the highest possibilities of who we are. And it has nothing to do with a person or time or space or anything like that. And I would say that's the mystical level of celebrating Mother's Day. And then there's the Mother's Day celebration that's on the calendar, a day that we celebrate moms. And on that level, it's kind of like the take an analogy from Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. For some people, Mother's Day, is the best of days. Day of celebration, brunches, mimosas, Mother's Day cards and gifts and phone calls, or nowadays video chats. And so for them, it's a great day. For others, not so much. It's a difficult day. In fact, some folks that I've known over time consciously avoid coming to a Mother's Day service. I have one friend who said he sees it as an unjust holiday forced upon people, and if it were up to him, he would just cancel it. Because for some people, it brings up maybe painful memories. Maybe they've lost a mother or a child has been lost by a mother, or there's been a long mother-child relationship, but, it was problematic. They didn't like each other. I recall a story about three mothers, and they were boasting and bragging about their sons. And the first mother said, oh, what a birthday party I had last year. My son was so wonderful. He threw me a huge party in a fancy restaurant. He even paid for 4 tickets for my dearest friends to come fly and be at the party. And then, and they were, okay, that sounds pretty good. But then the second mom said that, well, that's nice, but listen to this. Last winter, my son gave me an all-expense-paid trip to the Greek islands. It was magnificent. And the third mom said, well, that's nothing. For 5 years now, my son has been paying a psychiatrist $150 a week, and the whole time he's there, he's doing nothing but talking about me. Some may be saying that's kind of more of a description of my life. And I can get it. When I was very young, I was maybe about 5 years old, and I came, maybe 6 years old, it's a long time. I came home from school. I was just earlier on in school, and my mother was not there, and that was unusual. An hour went by, she wasn't there. 2 hours went by, she wasn't there. And a certain angst became part of my energy at that moment. I knew something wasn't right. And by the time it was time to go to bed that night, she wasn't there. And I woke up the next morning, she wasn't there. And she never came back. I never knew what happened. for like over 25 years. And so as a result, I had a lot of ambivalence about Mother's Day. So I can recognize those who don't necessarily relish it or jump into it. But there's a way to celebrate the spirit of Mother's Day that makes it more inclusive. Whether one is a mother or not, had a enjoyable or painful experience with their mothers, no matter what our human experience may have been, we remember there's a divine mother energy that is within all of us. An energy that never smothers us, that always supports us, that always nurtures us. In the book of Isaiah, the 66th chapter, 11th verse, it says, as a mother comforts her child, so I will comfort you. You shall be comforted. This divine mother presence is everywhere. It's ancient. It's a mythic energy of unconditional love and divine giving, and it's part of every culture. And it's expressed in people who embody that mother figure, that mother energy in them. And when we make that part of our own lives, it can change us. Because this divine energy teaches us to reach out in love and to give without agenda. There was a team of researchers, and they posed a question to a group of 4 to 6-year-old kids. And they asked, one of the questions that they asked them, well, what is love? And they gave all kinds of answers that were kind of broader, maybe deeper than what they had imagined they would get. But there was one answer that came from one little kid that said, love is when you go out to eat and you give somebody most of your cookies without making them give you any of theirs. That's love. That's giving without agenda. It's a quality of the divine mother presence that is there always. And this divine mother consciousness is always directing and guiding us to our highest possibility and reaching out with unconditional love even when we stumble in life. One day there was a great deal of excitement that was going through the air of an elementary school because they were about to have their annual spring concert. And in the program there was a young violin prodigy. Her name was Vanessa, and she was very reserved but very passionate about music. And this was going to be her first performance, an opportunity she had been dreaming of since the first day that she picked up a violin. And the night of the concert, the auditorium was packed with parents, her mother, her father. They were beaming with pride. There were teachers and all the rest of the students that were part of the audience. And backstage, Vanessa had clutched her violin. And her hands were trembling, and her heart raced as she pierced through the curtains. And she saw all the people out there with their eager faces waiting in anticipation. And she had practiced endlessly. Her fingers were moving across the strings during her rehearsals, but a little bit of doubt began to creep into her. It was clouding her confidence. But then the moment arrived. There was no turning back. The curtains opened up. And the spotlight was found on Vanessa, and she was alone on the stage, and the auditorium fell silent. The air was thick with anticipation. She placed the violin under her chin and drew a deep breath and began to play, and the first note was supposed to be a crisp, clear A, but instead a shaky, off-key sound entered the entire hall. So her worst fear had been realized. She froze as a picture of panic decided to go through her. There was a sense of embarrassment, and there were murmurs that went through the auditorium, yet she knew she had to continue. So she gathered her courage. She started playing again, and that initial mistake, however, kind of threw her off, and so there was some minor errors going on throughout the performance, and at the end, she was close to tears. And she felt she had let everyone down. Her mother, her father, her teacher, but most of all herself. You know, when she walked off, she didn't want to look at anybody. She got a polite applause. And there was a music teacher who was really a very kind of a strict teacher, and she thought she was going to be lectured by the teacher, but there was no lecture. Instead, the teacher just went up to her and just gave her a big, warm hug and said to her, that took a lot of courage and character. A lot of people would have stopped, but you kept going. That's what true musicians do. That's what sometimes we do in life. They play through the sour notes to reach the sweet ones. The teacher saw that she still had some doubt and said, I tell you what we do over the next few weeks or so. Let's focus on what went well, what we can learn from that. And so she fast forward to the next spring concert that rolled around. Vanessa took up the stage with a new resolve, and her performance was flawless. She got a standing ovation. The enthusiastic cheers went through her and everyone there. It was even sweeter to be able to see the smile on the face of her teacher and her mom. And it affirmed Vanessa's journey from a paralyzing mistake to a triumphant return. But when it comes down to understanding the lesson, when it comes to the Divine Mother, the lesson was that she got that never fear mistakes. Never fear setbacks, because the mistakes and setbacks are just opportunities for greater learning. And that's the affirmation that she got that day. And her teacher demonstrated that there is a loving force that will never leave you, never forsake you, no matter what. And I think for us, as far as the divine presence is concerned, there is no failure in our life. There is no failure, there's only feedback. And this is one of the lessons from the divine. It's a reminder that no matter what we have done or what the Divine Mother presence is always reminding us, we can always begin again. It is always there to support us. I was a little kid, used to play with my friends, and we have our little mini baseball games, and somebody would be the pitcher and the hitter, and they get up and they throw, be at the bat, and they throw, and you swing and miss, and inevitably somebody would say, "That doesn't count, I wasn't ready." I said, "What do you mean, man? You were standing there, you had the bat up, and you were like, in your stance and everything." He said, "Nah, we're going to do a do-over. That doesn't count, that wasn't ready." I think that's how the Divine Mother presence treats us. We can always get a do-over, no matter how much we think we have messed up. This divine presence, I think, is telling us something else. That when we give ourselves in service, our littleness begins to be diminished, and the deeper dimension of our soul begins to surface. When mothers give with an open heart, the boundaries of the little self begins to erode. And I know, we are always taught or advised, by psychologists who have a lot to say about this. They say to have boundaries, have balance in your life, but sometimes life gets out of balance because there's a bigger picture that we have to fulfill. We know what they say, all that is good and wonderful when we hear to keep those boundaries, but there's moments mothers know. And sometimes they know it in sacrifice. We've seen mothers go without. I have seen mothers go without to make sure their children could go to school. Know that mothers that go without for the things for themselves to make sure their children grow up with a consciousness of abundance, even though they didn't appear to have anything, because they grew up with the support of a mother. There's a moment that a mother knows that I have to get for my child something, even if I have to go without. So they sacrifice. They go beyond the boundaries of their little self, the seeming limitations, and they tap into that inexhaustible realm that is beyond time, that is beyond space. That givenness of God comes and gives them a universal assist beyond what they think they could do on their own. And blessings grow in their lives as well as the lives of their children. And they will express that love supreme that gives an open heart in service. So that the boundaries of the littleness erode and the divine presence takes over. And so the mothers on this planet seek to emulate that divine energy of the Divine Mother. And I know that some folks, as I say, will say, I dig what you're saying, man, but that was not my experience. It's not describing my mother at all. As a matter of fact, I wish maybe that she could hear this and I could send her the tape. Some may be saying, I was adopted. My mother passed before I got to really know her, or, none of that applies to me, but it does. Because motherhood is a representation of an energy that is everywhere present, that is within us, that we can tap into at any time. And as you and I hear the divine voice within our heart, we begin to mother ourselves when we realize there is nothing lacking in our life. There's nothing really lacking. There's nothing that's ever been lacking. Nothing's been lacking in our life, regardless of what the facts are, regardless of what the circumstances are, regardless of the history. And sometimes it just takes one loving thought from that spiritual realm of the supreme God presence. As I said, my mother disappeared when I was very young. And you can imagine such an event could have an impact on my own self-worth, self-esteem. And for those 25 years, there was a sense of a void, and because of how I interpreted the event. And that's a whole different story. But that primary event, I think, led to my own personal challenges and maybe was the catalyst for my own spiritual journey. And yet, amidst all those challenges I faced through those years and how my perception of what life was about, there was always one incident about my mother that I remembered, I kept in my mind. And that belief was stronger than the experiences that I went through. I share this story because it was such an important part of my journey in life, and it comes up whenever Mother's Day comes up. It was the summertime, and as a young kid, I was bored and trying to figure out something to do to occupy my time, and there was a beehive in the back of the house. So, I decided just to cause a little havoc. I grabbed a stick. I ran up to the beehive, and I hit the beehive, and I ran away. They ran after me, but I got away. I said, I'm good at this. And I came back a second time, and I hit it again. They came out and ran after me, and I zigzagged. I got away again. I was about to go back the third time, and the bees decided to have a meeting. So, I ran back the third time, and when I raised my arm and come back, before I could let it down, they came out zooming right at me. I mean, let me tell you, they came out in formation, Jack. The Blue Angels had nothing on them. And I got stung on my head and my neck, and I was looking like one of the creatures from, the bar scene. Was that in Star Wars or, one of those? But what I remember is that I went to my mother, and she was holding me, caressing me, supporting me, comforting me. And I remember that scene all those years. And despite the unpleasant feelings and negative experiences that I had created in my own mind as a result of my beliefs that I was abandoned, whenever I thought about that scene, all those negative beliefs would disappear. Those lower thoughts had no power for me in that moment because I focused on something based upon a divine idea. I think whenever we think about anything based upon an idea from the motherhood of God, that love supreme, anything less of that loses its power. Because divine ideas are based upon truth, and truth makes us free, and we see that we have never been alone, though it may have felt that way emotionally. But we've never been alone throughout the journey. Something has always been there. Sometimes it comes in the form of a human being, maybe mothers and guardian angels or teachers or people around us, making us sure that we do not fall. Because all of them are in league with this dynamic, cosmic, universal energy, this love supreme, that is our life. As I close out for today, I think as we live out and understand the divine mother qualities of God, sometimes we see, the upheavals that are taking place on the planet, wars, and inhumanity toward other people. But we realize that if we tap into that energy of spirit, then we realize it's but a cry for divine wisdom. It's a cry for divine love, our true nature to come forth. You know, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, the co-founders of Unity, in 1921 wrote a statement of faith. And in their statement of faith, they wrote these words. He said, "I believe that the Holy Mother, the divine feminine, is now being restored to her righteousness in the world, and that she will reign equal with Jehovah, which is a divine masculine, in the heavens and the earth." I believe that our role as people spiritually made in the image and likeness of this presence is to come to know that. For it's time to live out the qualities of the divine mother aspect of God that is part of all of us. In the United States, Mother's Day began, at least from one story, in 1872. And it originated when Julia Ward Howe, who wrote the words of the Battle Hymn of the Republic, that was a song to represent what people who wanted to preserve the Union. And that day began as a day of peace, and Miss Howe organized Mother's Day meetings in Boston, Massachusetts every year. And there's some words that were written that I just invite you to take in. Maybe we can just, even if you want to, you can close your eyes, hold your hand over your heart, and take in the spirit of these words. And feel what she was feeling and thinking and coming up with as they were written after the Civil War that was inaugurated or started the Mother's Day in this country. And the words say, "Arise then, women of this day. Arise, all women who have hearts, whether our baptism be of water or of spheres. Say we will not have the great questions decided by irrelevant agencies. Our husbands shall not come to us reeking of carnage or caressing or for caresses and applause. Our sons shall not be taken from us to unlearn all that we have been able to teach them of charity, mercy, patience. We, the women of one country, shall be too tender of those of another country to allow our sons to be trained to injure theirs. From the bosom of the devastated earth, our voice goes out with our own, and it says, disarm, disarm. The sword of murder is not the balance of justice. Blood does not wipe our dishonor, nor violence indicate possession. As men have often forsaken the plow and anvil at the summons of war, let women now leave all that may be left at home for a great and earnest day of counsel. Let them meet first as women to be well and commemorate the dead, and now let them solemnly take counsel with each other as a means whereby the great human family can live in peace. And bearing after their own time the sacred impress, not of Caesar, but of God, in the name of all humanity. We ask that the General Congress of Women without limit or nationality be appointed and held at some place deemed most convenient and at the earliest period, consistent with its objects to promote the alliance of the different nationalities, the amicable settlement of international questions, and the great and general interest of peace. Those were the words that came up during that time. And I would say that out of broken hearts, the compassion birthed Mother's Day, a day that we celebrate today. And we can feel and sense our connection with the loving presence in our own soul. We do not let the world of affairs and appearances have the final word about our life. We do not succumb to the doubt and the fear and the worry and make decisions from a reactionary standpoint. But we meet people where they are and treat them as if they are where they should be. We allow the willingness of the mother presence to so flow through us that we're able to say, as Jesus Christ said, that the kingdom of heaven is at hand now. The kingdom of love is at hand now. The kingdom of peace is at hand now. And we carry that with us everywhere that we go. So let's live in this expanded space as we honor the divine motherhood of God that is within each and every one of us. Happy Mother's Day. Peace and blessings to you. Well, next week I'll be speaking on the topic of the field of agreement, where two or more come together on a divine idea and what power that has. We'll have Reverend Janae Martha will do the meditation, and we'll have William Minifield and Laurie Shiflett to do the music. And, of course, Soul Light Connection will be here to back them up and bring the energy to us. If you want prayer immediately after the service, you can look for one of our chaplains that's wearing the white stoles. They'll be in the courtyard, and they can pray with you if you're going through a challenge, or if you just want to celebrate some good stuff. You don't have to wait till something bad is happening or challenging to happen in order to connect with the presence of God and have that spiritual energy work for you. If you're online and you're new and want to connect with Spiritual Life Center and know what's going on, you can fill an online welcome card at slcworld.org and click connect, and it'll take you to a page you can fill out information to keep you informed of what's happening here. Also, anyone here can do that as well, but most importantly, I want to ask, is anyone here for the first time? Any first-timers here today that want to raise? Oh, keep your hand up nice and high. Thank you so much for being here today. We have a card we'd like to give you, and we appreciate your presence. And if you fill out the card, we'll keep you informed of what's happening. And if you wear the ribbon, you'll get a special greeting for one of our friends of Spiritual Life Center just to share with you. So thank you for your presence. We affirm you. We see the magnificence that you are, and we see you doing great things. At this time, for those who are online who would like to support Spiritual Life Center with their gift or offering, we invite you to simply text SLC Love to 44321, and it'll take you to a page where you can give by credit card or debit card, or I think other means such as Venmo. I'm not even certain. Anyways, all kinds of stuff they have out there today. Or you can go to our website, slcworld.org, click the Donate tab, and it'll give you other ways, including how to send a check through the mail to support this work and this community. For those who are here today, we just invite you to take your gift or love offering and just symbolically raise it to the heavens, which is always expansion, expanding good. And if you've already given, just know that you're in a flow, because many people give by electronically or by mail, and it really supports that spiritual principle that whatever you give out, it does come back to you in ways you never imagined and from directions you never thought of. And so with that awareness, let's say our offertory blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God.
All right, our song to finish the day is a call and response song, and you are going to be part of the band. And also, Rev James and I are the responsees.
Yeah, responsees.
So
yes.
Follow us.
Big responsibility.
You and your jokes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hear your voices.
Sweet mother, I'm coming home.
Sweet mother, I'm
coming home.
And now I know I'm not alone.
Now I know I'm not alone.
'Cause I've been far, but now I'm close.
Now I'm close.
Sweet mother, I'm coming home.
Sweet mother, I'm coming home.
Tell me, mother, can you hear me sing?
Tell me, mother, can you hear me sing?
Your love is everything. please hold me tight.
Oh, Mother, please hold me tight.
'Cause Mother, I need some help tonight.
Mother, I need some help tonight.
And what went wrong will soon be right. Oh, Mother, please hold me tight.
Oh, Mother, please hold me tight.
Tell me, Mother, can you hear me sing?
Tell me, Mother, can you hear me sing?
Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Heart and soul,
Heart and soul,
breath and skin.
breath and skin.
Your love is everything. You guys sound great.
Everything.
Oh, Mother, this world is strange.
Oh, Mother, this world is strange.
Love me, Mother, and make me brave.
Love me, Mother, and make me brave.
In my dreams, and on this day. Oh, Mother, make me brave.
Oh, Mother, help me be brave.
Tell me, Mother, can you hear me sing?
Tell me, Mother, can you hear me sing?
Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Heart and soul,
Heart and soul,
breath and skin. Your love is everything. Oh, tell me, Mother, can you hear me sing?
Tell me, Mother, can you hear me sing?
Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Heart and soul,
Heart and soul,
breath and skin. Your love is everything.
your love is everything.
Let me hear you. Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Your love is everything. Your love is everything. Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Your love is everything.
Yeah, good. As always. Heart and soul, your love is everything, Divine Mother. Well, we take this time to bless those who have blessed us with their gifts and their offerings. Not only are they going to bless this community so we can provide a place for those who seek to grow, develop, and unfold spiritually and personally, but also we know that whatever the giver gives out, they keep. This is the nature of the Spirit of the living God, that the energy we give, we actually exemplify and amplify in our own life. So we bless those who have blessed this community. We also bless those who have left prayers in the prayer box today or throughout the week. We know that in this journey of life, there are challenges, there are bumps in the road, there are setbacks that we have. But we remain steadfast in understanding and knowing and affirming that there is a divine presence that we may call God, or whatever name we call it, that is there for us no matter what. No matter what the seeming challenges are, no matter what the trouble may be, we are reminded that there's an all-knowing, everywhere present, all-powerful presence that loves us with an everlasting love that is supporting us, moving us forward. And no matter what the challenge may be, we are reminded that there's an energy, a love, a power that is more powerful than the circumstances that we face. And as we remind ourselves, no matter how big we think the challenge is or the problem may be, that there's a presence that is far bigger, greater, more powerful, more enduring, that help us get through it. So we give thanks now and blessings to those who have supported us on our journey, but most importantly, we acknowledge the presence of the Spirit of the living God that we can lean on at any time, at any place, for whatever reason. For this and so much more, we're grateful and thankful, and we say so in the name and the nature of the Spirit of the living God that is with us always. Amen. Well, at this time, let us join in as we affirm our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, I am, and all is well. Let's sing our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, God as creator, family all are we, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. Let this be the moment. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let it begin with me.
Peace and blessings. Have a great Mother's Day. Hang around for some post-service music and enjoy.